Hello friends, how are you? Welcome to your own channel Medu Study. I am your friend Ashutosh from IIM Indore, and as you all know, Medu Study is your own channel initiative in which we discuss various management topics and subjects in a very simple manner. Friends, today's videos is from strategic management, which is SM module, and as you all know, in strategy we are discussing on strategy implementation. First we discussed about organizing and structure part, and in last video, which was video number 26, we started the topic of staffing and directing. Today we will continue that particular topic. Let us start. Today we will discuss about corporate culture and issues which arises whenever there are mergers and acquisitions happening. How to manage corporate culture? So just like a family or a society culture, corporate culture is also a thing which is strongly imbibed in the company. Practices which are imbibed. Every company has its own culture. So if the cultures are strong, it is resistant to change. Always. Anything which is very strong, it will be resistant. People will continue to want to follow that particular things only. But however, if the culture is optimal, it will support the mission and strategies. Management must evaluate what a particular change in strategy means to the corporate culture, assess whether change in culture is needed, and decide whether attempt to change the culture is worth. So what should management do? Management first of all should see what strategy means to the corporate culture, assess whether that change is needed. This assessment is very critical, friends, and decide whether attempt to change is worth the likely cost. Whenever there is new strategy implementation happening, always there are cost implications. So you should do basically a CBA. CBA stands for cost benefit analysis. What are the costs you are incurring? What are the benefits you will get? If cost is greater than benefit, don't go for it. But if benefits are greater than cost, it is worth giving a try. Assessing strategy culture compatibility. So you should always see the strategy which you are now going to implement. Is it compatible with your company's culture or not? And how do you assess that? Is the proposed strategy compatible with the current culture? First question, is it compatible? If it is compatible, very good. Second, may not be compatible, but can it be easily modified? Can the culture be easily modified so that you make it compatible with the easy strategy? If you can modify it easily with minor changes, again you go for it. Now third case, it is not easily compatible, easily modifiable. Then is the management willing? See, if the top management, the CEO and CXO level people, if they are aligned with strategy, they will do anything to make it possible. Because it is always such things are driven from the top, it is called. And able to make major changes and accept probable delays and likely increase in cost. Management should be willing. Whenever new strategy is taking place, there will be some resistance from people. Some good people will say, we want to leave. Management should be okay with that. Some cost will be incurred. Management should be okay with that. So management willing is very necessary. Fourth, is management still committed to implementing the strategy? With all these things in place, still do you have the commitment of the management or not? Now we will study these 4 steps through an easy flow chart and see what the company should do. So first, is the proposed strategy compatible? So in these boxes we have the question things, and green are the yes component and other are the no component. So if it is compatible, immediately change the culture, don't even think. Now if it is no, that means not compatible. Can the culture be easily modified? Easily modified is something which is you should be considering. If it is yes, then introduce those changes and get the culture done. Now if it is no, means not easily modify, then you need to see, is the management willing to make those changes? If the management is willing, make the change and make a unit which can help in making the strategy. Now if the management is not willing, which is the fourth case, then what you do? Is the management still committed to implement the strategy? If the answer is yes, find a joint venture or partner or contract who can carry out. Management is willing, find a particular mechanism how it can be done. If management is not committed, formulate different strategy. So you will see management's commitment is very important. If at any stage management is not committed, you need to drop and formulate a different strategy. So what were the steps? Check the current compatibility. Answer yes, make the change. Answer no, can it be modified? Yes, make those changes. No, check for management willingness. Management willing, yes, make the changes. No, is management committed? Yes, find the solution. No, formulate a different strategy. Managing culture change through communication. Whenever any change is to be made, communication is very important. Companies in which cultural changes have successfully taken had following characteristics. Again, we are again and again focusing to make any change. Management is committed. CEO and managers had a vision of what company could become, communicated that vision to employee at all levels. So communication is very important. You should tell, because see, whenever the company is taking any strategy into consideration, the top management is considering, it is always for the good of firm in long term. But people at lower level might not understand. You need to communicate, you need to tell, we are doing this thing, we are merging, we are doing the strategy change because of this reason. The sooner you make people at the lower level convinced, because see, at the end they have to work. You are in a decision making position. You cannot run manufacturing, you cannot run sales. You have to get people aligned. So you need to have proper communication. Vision was translated into key elements necessary to accomplish. So again and again I am saying communication is the key. Now there can be 4 cases, my dear friends. Methods of managing the culture of acquired firm. So there are 2 things: acquired firm, firm which is getting acquired, acquiring firm which is acquiring. Now 4 things: integration, equal merger of both the cultures, that is integrate, we integrate. Assimilation, acquiring firm's culture kept intact but subservient to that of acquiring firm's corporate culture. So don't make any major changes in the acquiring firm culture, but the firm which is making that change, you assimilate that also along. Separation, whatever conflicts are there, keep them separate in different units. Deculturation, word forced replacement of the culture with that of acquiring. Now we will discuss this 4 and I will give some example also of it. But before deciding out of this what 4 method we have to choose, first decide upon these questions: how many members of the acquired firm value preserve their own culture? So it might be the case that only old people who are there in system for much long are restricting, other people are willing to change. So see how many people are there, how attractive they perceive the culture. Again, are they perceiving the culture to be attractive, or they are thinking that, yeah, what has come on our head? These 2 things you need to take into the consideration. Basis that, now 4 cases. Integrate, involve relatively balanced give take culture management practices between the partners, no strong imposition on either. Take an example of a marriage. So the girl which is going into boy's family, for example, they are from different caste and different areas. One is North Indian, one is West Indian. So there will be different cultures. Now in case of integration, balanced approach is there. Girls family, boys family, both are willing that we will respect each other culture. Whatever things are there, maybe we will carry out day to day things keeping both culture in mind. That is the first case, which is integration. Assimilation involves domination of one over the other. Boys family is saying, no, now you have come in our family, you keep our culture in consideration. But again, there is not much force in place. So domination is there but not forceful. That is, my dear friends, known as assimilation. Now there can be third case, separation. Girl is saying, I grew up in that house, 30 years I was there, I have strong affinity to my culture, why should I change? And your culture is also not that good, I will follow mine. Boys family is saying, no, we will also not leave our culture. So in this case, what will happen? You make some makeshift arrangement. Okay, whenever you are here, we follow this, whenever we are there, we follow that, something like that. Or maybe we respect each other's both practices, each other both things, and we do. That is known as separation. Deculturation, disintegration of one company's culture resulting from unwanted and extreme pressure from other to impose. So boys family, no, you have to follow this, have to think. Strong thing is known as deculturation. So in this case, the company which is acquiring, it is saying, forget whatever you used to do, now you are part of this group, you have to follow. This have to follow thing is deculturation, or the 4th part. So depending upon the scenario, the 4 cases can take place, and these are the 4 things how you manage diverse cultures following an acquisition. So friend, this is all from today's video, and we discuss how do we manage corporate culture, and whenever there is any case of mergers or acquisitions happening, what all things we need to do. And it totally depends upon how strong that culture is, how much people are willing, how much top management is committed. Basis that, any of the measures which we discussed can be followed. But always it should be kept in mind that whatever strategy has been decided, it should be first priority that you keep that strategy in mind, and basis that you follow the whatever action plan is there. If there is any confusion, my dear friends, you can write on the mail ID, which is meedu.study@gmail.com, or in the comment section. If you are liking, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Take care.